Welcome back to Tech Cloud Solutions. This is part 5 of our AWS Cloud Practitioner CLF-C02 2026 mock test series. If you haven't watched part 4 yet, pause this video and go there first. In part 4, we covered must-know fundamentals like S3 versus EFS, VPC basics, CloudWatch alerts, and Cost Explorer for AWS billing. Those questions build the exact foundation you need for today's scenarios. All right, if you're done with part 4, let's jump into 5 more real-style exam questions and boost your score for the CLF-C02 exam. Question 21. Which of the following is available across all AWS support plans? The options are A. Enhanced technical support with unlimited cases and unlimited contacts. B. Third-party software support. C. AWS Personal Health Dashboard. D. Full set of AWS Trusted Advisor best practice checks. This question is asking which feature or service is available to all AWS customers, even those on the free basic support plan. Think of it as, what AWS monitoring or support tool can I access without paying for a premium support plan? The correct answer is C. AWS Personal Health Dashboard. The AWS Personal Health Dashboard is available to all AWS customers across all support plans, including the free basic support plan. It provides a personalized view of the health and performance of AWS services that are powering your specific resources, along with alerts and remediation guidance when AWS experiences events that might impact you. Unlike the general AWS Service Health Dashboard, which shows the status of all AWS services globally, the Personal Health Dashboard is customized to your account and shows only the issues affecting your resources. Why the other options are incorrect. Brief. Enhanced technical support with unlimited cases and unlimited contacts is only available with Business, Enterprise On-Ramp, and Enterprise support plans, not with Basic or Developer. Third-party software support, help with operating systems, application stacks, etc., is only available with Business and higher-tier support plans. Full set of AWS Trusted Advisor best practice checks, all security, performance, cost optimization checks, is only available with Business, Enterprise On-Ramp, and Enterprise plans. Basic support only gets 7 core checks. Quick memory tip, think Personal Health Dashboard, free for all plans. PhD Personal Health Dashboard, everyone gets it. If this video is helping you, support us by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Question 22. A financial services company wants to ensure that all customer data uploaded on its data lake on Amazon S3 always stays private. Which of the following is the most efficient solution to address this compliance requirement? The options are A. Use Amazon S3 block public access to ensure that all S3 resources stay private. B. Trigger a Lambda function every time an object is uploaded on S3. The Lambda function should change the object settings to make sure it stays private C. Set up a high-level advisory committee to review the privacy settings of each object uploaded into S3. Do you use CloudWatch to ensure that all S3 resources stay private? This question asks for the most efficient, simplest, most reliable, least manual way to guarantee that all S3 data stays private automatically. Think of it as, how can I ensure no one accidentally or intentionally makes my S3 buckets or objects public, now and in the future? The correct answer is A. Use Amazon S3 block public access to ensure that all S3 resources stay private. Amazon S3 block public access is a feature that provides centralized controls to block public access to all S3 buckets and objects at the account level, bucket level, or organization level. When enabled at the account level, it automatically overrides any bucket policies, ACLs, or permissions that would grant public access, ensuring that all current and future S3 resources remain private, regardless of how they are created or configured. This is the most efficient solution because it requires just a one-time configuration and provides automatic, continuous protection without manual intervention or custom code. Why the other options are incorrect. Brief. Trigger a Lambda function to change object settings is overly complex, requires custom coding, monitoring, and ongoing maintenance. It also introduces potential delays and failure points compared to the built-in S3 block public access feature. Set up a high-level advisory committee to review privacy settings is manual, slow, error-prone, and completely impractical for a data lake with potentially millions of objects. This is not a technical solution. Use CloudWatch as a monitoring and logging service that can detect public access issues after they occur, but it doesn't prevent public access from happening in the first place. It's reactive, not proactive. Quick memory tip. Think S3 block public access equals master lock for all buckets. Block public access equals set once at account level, protected forever. Question 23. A financial services company wants to migrate from its on-premises data center to AWS Cloud. As a cloud practitioner, which AWS service would you recommend so that the company can compare the cost of running their IT infrastructure on-premises versus AWS Cloud? The options are A. AWS Simple Monthly Calculator, B. AWS Total Cost of Ownership TCO Calculator, C. AWS Cost Explorer, D. AWS Budgets. This question asks which tool helps you compare on-premises infrastructure costs, servers, data centers, electricity, staff, versus AWS cloud costs before migration. Think of it as which calculator shows me if moving to AWS will save money compared to keeping my current data center. The correct answer is B, AWS Total Cost of Ownership TCO Calculator. The AWS Total Cost of Ownership TCO calculator was specifically designed to help organizations compare their current on-premises infrastructure costs with the cost of running equivalent workloads on AWS. It factors in all direct and indirect costs of on-premises operations, including server hardware, software licenses, data center space, power cooling, network bandwidth, IT staff, maintenance, and upgrades, then provides a side-by-side comparison with AWS pricing to show potential savings. The tool generates detailed reports that can be shared with stakeholders to support migration business cases and decision-making. Note, AWS has since integrated TCO analysis capabilities into Migration Evaluator and AWS Pricing Calculator, but the exam still references the TCO calculator concept. Why the other options are incorrect. Brief. AWS Simple Monthly Calculator, now deprecated and replaced by AWS Pricing Calculator, was used to estimate future AWS costs only. It didn't compare on-premises costs. AWS Cost Explorer is for analyzing existing AWS spending patterns and forecasting future AWS costs. It doesn't compare on-premises versus cloud costs. AWS Budgets is for setting spending limits and receiving alerts when AWS costs exceed thresholds. It doesn't perform cost comparisons between on-premises and AWS. Quick memory tip, think. TCO, Total Cost of Ownership on-prem versus AWS comparison, TCO Calculator, Migration Decision Tool. To get the free PDF, simply watch this full video. As you watch, you'll see the progress bar generating your PDF in real time. Once the video is almost complete, the download button unlocks automatically. No forms, no sign up, just learn first, then download. Question 24. Which of the following AWS support plans provide programmatic access to AWS Support Center features to create, manage, and close your support cases? Select 2. The options are A. Developer, B. Basic, C. Corporate, D. Business, E. Enterprise. This question asks which AWS support plans give you access to the AWS Support API so you can automate support case management programmatically via code or scripts. Think of it as which support plans let me create and manage support tickets using API calls instead of manually logging into the AWS console. The correct answer is D. Business E. Enterprise. The AWS Support API provides programmatic access to AWS Support Center features, allowing you to create, manage, list, and close support cases through API calls instead of using the console manually. This API access is available only with Business Support Plus, Enterprise On-Ramp, and Enterprise Support plans, not with Basic or Developer plans. The Support API enables automation of case management, integration with third-party ticketing systems like Jira and ServiceNow, and allows you to scale support operations across large AWS organizations efficiently. Why the other options are incorrect. Brief. Developer Plan provides email access to cloud support associates during business hours only, with no API access for programmatic case management. Basic Plan is free and includes account billing support, but no technical support cases or API access at all. Corporate is not a valid AWS support plan name. The actual plans are Basic, Developer, Business Support Plus, Enterprise On-Ramp, and Enterprise. Quick memory tip, think. Business Enterprise API access. Business and above gets automate with AWS Support API. Question 25. As per the AWS shared responsibility model, which of the following is a responsibility of AWS from a security and compliance point of view? The options are A. Identity and access management, B. Patching networking infrastructure, C. Service and communications protection, D. Patching guest OS and applications. This question is about the AWS shared responsibility model and asks which security task does AWS handle, not the customer. In simple terms, it wants to know what AWS is responsible for in the cloud infrastructure itself, rather than what you manage in your AWS account and resources. The correct answer is B. Patching networking infrastructure. Under the AWS shared responsibility model, AWS is responsible for security of the cloud, which includes the physical facilities, networking, and underlying hardware and software that run AWS services. That means AWS is responsible for patching and maintaining the networking infrastructure, such as routers, switches, and core network components that connect regions, availability zones, and data centers. Customers, on the other hand, are responsible for security in the cloud, which includes how they configure IAM, secure their data, patch operating systems on EC2 instances, and manage applications. Why the other options are incorrect. Brief. Identity and access management. A. Customers are responsible for configuring IAM users, roles, policies, and permissions in their own AWS accounts. Service and communications protection. C. This generally refers to how customers secure their applications and data flows, for example, using TLS, security groups, NAKELs, and encryption settings within their environment. Patching guest OS and applications. D. When you run EC2 instances, you are responsible for updating and patching the operating system and any applications installed on those instances. Quick memory tip. Remember, AWS equals security of the cloud, U equals security in the cloud. If it's hardware, network, or data center, think AWS. If it's OS, apps, IAM, and data configuration,